Hi everyone. Today we'll start our new module, next module called biometrics. So I think there is no need of introducing what is biometrics, and you all are coming across daily basis, like in through some kind of identification techniques. Even you can see like in your mobile you having this fingerprint or face recognition system. So these kind of systems that are identifying a person, identifying an individual, is called biometrics. And coming to like for introducing or for giving a definition of biometrics, we can say biometrics is the science of measuring physical and behavioral characteristics that are unique to each individual, and they verify that an individual is who he or she claims to be. So, in traditional days, or in earlier days, what we used to do for identifying a person, we used to take their fingerprints, their body measurements like anthropometry. So then after the DNA came, so these kind of things were used before for identifying a person. Now everything is automated, and like a computer can or a mobile can capture automatically these kind of characteristics, special characteristics, which we are telling, which we are telling as fingerprints, iris, face, and all. So this is an automatic technique for capturing the individuality of a person. So, for giving a definition, we can say that biometrics as the science and technology. Biometrics can be defined as the science and technology of measuring and statistically analyzing biological data, and they are measurable physiological or behavioral characteristics that can be utilized for verification of the identification of an individual. And biometrics, it's derived from a Greek word which means life measurement. So bio means life and metrics means measurement. So from this Greek word, the word derived, and by the term but the term is usually associated with the use of unique physiological characteristics to identify an individual. And the application which most people associated uh, associate this biometrics is security. And however, biometrics identification has eventually a much broader irrelevance as computer interface become more natural, and knowing the person with whom you are conversing is important part, right? While interacting with a human being with another person, a human is interacting with another human, it's very important to know their characteristics, who that person is, their identity. Likewise, one expects now computer is more dominant, so one expects computer of the future to have the same capabilities, and a number of biometric traits now have been developed now and are used to authenticate the person's identity. So this idea is to use the special characteristics of a person to identify him. Like special characteristics, what we are meaning is like the features such as face, iris, fingerprint, signature, etc. So this is a basic introduction for biometrics, and let's see what are the characteristics of the biometrics. So next we'll move on to our next slide, biometric characteristics. So a number of biometric characteristics may be captured in the first phase of processing. However, automated capturing and automated comparison with previously stored data requires that the biometric characteristics satisfy the following characteristics. So, to identify an individual, to identify a character, the biometrics should be like there should be some characteristics. So we can say there are so many characteristics needed to identify a person. It should be universal, invariance of properties, singularity should be there, acceptance should be there, and reducibility. Then privacy should be there. It should be comparable. So these kind of some characteristics should be there for biometric system. So first we'll see what is universal. So universal, every person must possess the characteristics or some attribute. So the attribute must be one that is universal and seldom lost to accident or disease. So here they are telling, like, for every person one specific characteristic will be there, and this characteristic should be universal and nobody like, it should not destroy, it should not lost by an accident or disease. So for say we can tell like fingerprints, from it fingerprint used to form, it will form from the mother's womb only. So from there the same fingerprint is there for that person, and it will not change or alter. It is universal and it will not change by anything, until some certain conditions such as mutations or any other skin disease, if it is there, then only it will alter. So until or unless there is nothing like that, it is unique to that person, it is universal. So that kind of characters should be there. Then invariance of property. So they should be constant over a long period of time. So it should not change periodically. It should not change, and for a long time it should not. It should be constant. And the attribute should be subject to significant difference based on age, either episodic or chronic diseases. And it should not change by its age, like childhood. For example, if you are taking our like iris, it should be same over uh, like for a long time, a long period of time. It should not change. Then, so next is measurability. Here, the property should be suitable for capture without waiting time and must be easy to gather the attribute data passively. So, it should be easy to capture and easy to gather the information. So, that is measurability. And next one is singularity. So, each expression of the attribute must be unique to the individual, and the characteristic should have sufficient unique properties to distinguish one person from any other. We can say like if we are taking height, hair, or weight, or eye color, these attributes that are unique, assuming a particular precise measure, but they do not offer enough points of differentiation to be useful for more than categorizing. So by looking at their hair or by looking at their weight, we can't differentiate one person from, like, we can't tell that this is a specific characteristic to that person only. Maybe long hair, so long hair will be there for so many people, and smooth maybe like obese people, so many obese people are there. So these kind of characteristics we can't tell, like these points can differentiate one person and we can't categorize them. So singularity should be there. Then acceptance. So the capturing should be possible in a way acceptable to a large percentage of the population, and excluded are particularly invasive technologies, that is technologies that which require a part of human body to be taken or which impair a human body. So that is acceptance. And then reducibility. So here the captured data should be capable of being reduced to a file which is easy to handle. Then next characteristic is reliability and tamper resistance. So here the attribute should be impractical to mask or manipulate, and the process should ensure high reliability. So what we are using as biometric, then that should not be like, we should not manipulate that one. And it's this attribute, there should be some extent of like reliability should be there. So reliability is the most important characteristic, because like if it is vulnerable for this kind of manipulation and all, it's easy to manipulate and fake the identity of that person. So it should not be like that. Then privacy. So privacy, the process should not violate the privacy of the person. So if we are using a biometric system, then if biometric system means we are taking some characteristics from that person for identifying that person. For example, like fingerprint. So in for example, we are giving our fingerprint and iris for our Aadhaar card, and also this privacy of the person should not violate in that case, so that they should maintain these characters, like privacy. They should maintain the privacy of that person. They are taking that for identifying a person, like Aadhaar card we are using as an identity card. So this ID card, with using this ID card, they should not like misuse that one. Then comparable, it should be able to reduce the attribute to a state that makes it digitally comparable to others, and the less probability the matching involved, the more authoritative the identification. The next one is immutable. So here the attribute must be reproducible by other means, and the less reproducible the attribute, the more likely it will be authoritative. So these are some of the characteristics of biometric, and among the various biometric technologies being considered, the attributes which satisfy the above requirements are fingerprint, facial features, then hand geometry, voice, and iris, retina, then vein patterns, palm print, DNA, then keystroke dynamics, ear shape, order, signature, etc. So these are some of kind of attributes which having these characteristics and which satisfies these requirements. So in one by one we'll see these kind of, like, what is palm print, what is fingerprint, what is DNA, facial features, and all these kind of things. So this is about biometrics and biometric characteristics. Next we will see what are the basic technique and operations in the next session. So I hope you understood. Thank you.